Okay, the changes on the interior are as follows. We're going horizontal instead of vertical, so the fridge will be down on the floor. Really neat system, and also make ice, but I'll give you all some details on that, because what we're trying to accomplish is more elbow room when we come back here. So this back area, from the wheel well back, you're going to gain 20 inches going that way on the Mercedes-Benz. So we'll be able to put battery system 1, battery system 2, and we will charge them separately. What we're thinking is alternator, factory alternator, an additional alternator, and the Mercedes-Benz, it'll give you another 280 amps, which comes out to about 3,800 watts. We don't need that much. What we're trying to accomplish is 800 watts from alternator 1, 800 watts from alternator 2, plus plug-in power, plus generator power, plus solar power. The solar power with alternator, we can definitely max the charge rate on battery system 1, battery system 2, to get you the fastest recovery time for charging your batteries. So we can possibly kind of create, because all this is here, a bench that you can actually sit on. We can upholster it, whatever you want to do. We can put hard surface. We can make storage for some of these other items that are sitting here loose. Of course, you have your L-shaped table going here. We need to fix this to where this head unit can go on desk chair 1 or desk chair 2 and not be encumbered by this right here. So we'll figure all this out, maybe on a tether, but we'll fix that. So we're gonna have the Mercedes is longer, so we will have more real estate up here, but these actually are 15,000 BTUs. That's why this one is outperforming the Maybrew. So we're gonna do, all of them are gonna be this size, so you'll have 45,000 BTUs in basically an area that has about 500 to 550 cubic square feet, which with this guy, we're going to from a 4-inch to a 6-inch. They like this a lot, so we're going to keep it in there. This guy turns that amount of air in 1 minute on 10. You have 10 settings. So with a 6-inch on, say, 5, I mean, you're gonna circulate, the air in here every 2 minutes, and if you put it on 10, approximately every 1 minute. And if we ever do have another pandemic, there's a great filter that goes on here. It takes out just every single germ in here. So that's pretty much it for the changes in here. What we're also thinking about is, if when these chairs are turned around, we notice that they just look kind of gray and dull. We're gonna show you guys giant logo 1, giant logo number 2 on these seats. So we're working on that, and I'll send that to you. But that's it on the inside. The outside, the ACs, now the Mercedes are slightly shorter, and then with the ACs and the rack system and the solar panels, you're gonna still be less than 10 foot. We figured you're gonna be somewhere in the 9.6 to absolute tallest 10-foot area. The nice thing about the Dometic ACs is the air goes in the front and goes out the back. The hot air goes out of the back, so there's no problems there. The fact that they're gonna be covered by solar panels and not in direct sunlight will make them even run cooler and cool the cabin even better. And your roof will also be in the shade. Along the rack system for the solar panels, you're also going to have basically a faceplate. So there's 2 different kinds of awnings: side mount or flat mount. You do not want a side mount, because you'd have to take out all the upholstery if it ever had to be replaced, and if it ever does get hit, it causes damage to the roof. So you don't want that, because that could potentially be tens of thousands of dollars to fix. So by it being a side mount on the rack system itself, checks a lot of boxes and eliminates more expenses on down the road. The back area, We want to keep, obviously, your logo. Your logo is awesome. We want to keep that going, but we want to also give you some storage here for some of the items that are in there. So we can do a face plate that your logo still kind of stays on, and we will be able to take this big guy and turn it into either one medium or two small sizes in tandem that'll outproduce and outrun this guy. And this is a great generator, by the way, 4.8 stars, but it's big. So we can consolidate these into something that's about the size of a briefcase, and it'll just build redundancy into your system to make sure no matter where you're at, if the sun goes away, you've still got charging power and you can stay out in the field as long as you have to. This guy obviously going on the other side with the awning, tons of shade. It'll be right in the middle, which will be perfect. So the awning will cover the entire vehicle. And it's a manual awning with 2 legs, very strong. You won't have to worry about the wind sensor detecting heavy winds and it retracting and closing and doing all that stuff. With the legs, it's a lot stronger, it can handle high winds. So an example of your logo here and here, what we're thinking is taking this and taking like a blueprint of it, creating an upholstery pattern that goes on the entire passenger seat, and that one will be like the driver's seat, similar to this right here. I don't know if you can see it, but we took our logo and just oversized it onto the seat. A little bit more impressive when you open the door and the 2 seats are turned around for your learning center. Like, this is just a copy, and it's all hand upholstered of our property that we're building for our company. But you know, we did giant logo. We can do just about anything, and we can do that on the seats as well. And I want to even capture all these colors right here. I think it would just look incredible and really make a statement, and kind of make it exciting, you know, when you come in the van, instead of it just being, you know, charcoal. So that's it. That's some of the changes. There's a few more. I'll outline them and detail them and send them to you guys. Cheers.